For we live by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. Life is a journey. We all know that. But have you ever stopped to think about how you're taking that journey? How do you navigate the twists and turns? Are you walking by sight, relying on what you can see? Or do you trust in something greater? Or are you walking by faith, trusting in something beyond yourself? Something that guides you, even when the path is unclear? This verse from 2 Corinthians talks about a different way to live, a different way to journey. It's a profound shift in perspective. It's about trusting in God more than we trust in ourselves. It's about surrendering control. It's about believing even when we can't see. It's about having faith in the unseen. This journey of faith isn't always easy. It requires courage and resilience. It's about walking by faith, not by sight. There will be times when the path ahead is unclear, when the way forward seems hidden, when doubts cloud our vision, making us question our steps, and fear threatens to overwhelm us, making us want to turn back. But it's in those moments that we need to cling to our faith even tighter, holding on to the promise of guidance, remembering that God is with us every step of the way, leading us through the fog and into the light. We live in a world that tells us seeing is believing. We rely on our senses, on what we can see and touch and feel. These tangible experiences shape our understanding of reality. But faith asks us to believe in something we can't see, to trust in something beyond our understanding. It challenges us to look beyond the physical. Faith is like a seed. It starts small, but with nurturing and care, it can grow into something strong and beautiful. It requires patience and trust in the process. It's the assurance that God is real, that He loves us, and that He has a plan for our lives. This belief gives us hope and purpose. Sight, on the other hand, is limited. We can only see what is right in front of us. Our vision is confined to the present moment. We can be fooled by appearances, misled by illusions. What we see isn't always the full truth. Sight can't see the future. It can't see God's plan. It is bound by the here and now. Choosing faith over sight means choosing to trust in God's promises, even when we don't understand His ways. It means walking by faith, not by sight. It's about believing that He is good, even when life is hard. It's about holding on to hope in the midst of trials. It's about knowing that He is working all things together for our good, even when we can't see the bigger picture. Faith gives us the strength to keep going. The Bible is full of stories of people who walked by faith, not by sight. Take Abraham, for example. God called him to leave his home and travel to a land he had never seen. Abraham didn't argue or question, he simply obeyed. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 8 tells us, "By faith, Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to the place which he would receive as an inheritance. And he went out, not knowing where he was going." Abraham didn't have Google Maps or a travel agent. He had faith. He trusted that God would lead him, and God did. Abraham's story teaches us that faith requires action. It's not enough to just believe. We need to act on that belief. Section 4. Peter and the woman stepping out in faith. Then there's Peter, who stepped out of the boat and walked on water because Jesus called him. It was a moment of sheer faith, a leap into the unknown, driven by trust in Jesus' word. He took that step of faith, and for a moment he experienced the impossible. The water held him up, defying all logic and natural laws. Matthew chapter 14 verse 29 says, "So he got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus." This verse captures the essence of faith in action. But when Peter took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the wind and the waves, he began to sink. His fear overwhelmed his faith, and he started to falter. Like Peter, we too may falter when our faith is tested. Doubts and fears can creep in, making us lose sight of our trust. We see another example of faith in the woman with the issue of blood. Her story is one of perseverance and unwavering belief. For 12 long years she suffered, but she had heard about Jesus and believed He could heal her. Her faith was her driving force, pushing her to seek out Jesus despite the crowd. She pushed through the crowd, reached out and touched the hem of his garment. That simple act of faith was all it took. In that moment, her faith made her whole. Her suffering ended, replaced by peace and relief. Mark chapter 5 verse 34 tells us, "And he said to her, 'Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your affliction.'" These words are a testament to the power of faith. These stories, though centuries old, still resonate with us today. They remind us that faith transcends time and circumstances. They show us that faith isn't about our circumstances, it's about who we choose to trust. It's a powerful reminder that faith can move mountains, even in the face of adversity. Section 5. Living by faith, not by sight, today. Walking by faith isn't just something we read about in the Bible. It's a choice we make every single day. It's about trusting God with our finances, our relationships, our health, and our future. It's about believing in His goodness even when we don't understand His plan. What does walking by faith look like in our everyday lives? It might look like praying for a loved one who is sick, even when the doctors give a grim prognosis. It might look like giving generously to others, even when we're struggling financially. It might look like forgiving someone who has hurt us, even when it's hard. Walking by faith isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. When we choose to walk by faith, we open ourselves up to God's blessings and experience His peace that surpasses all understanding. Section 6. The importance of faith in a world obsessed with seeing. We live in a world obsessed with the seen, the tangible, the immediate. But true strength comes from what we cannot see, our faith. It's the invisible foundation upon which we build our lives. Faith is the compass that guides us when life's storms rage. It's the anchor that holds us firm when doubts and fears threaten to sweep us away. It's the quiet assurance that God is in control, even when everything around us seems to be falling apart. Choosing faith over sight doesn't mean we ignore reality or pretend that everything is perfect. It means we choose to focus on God, His promises, and His character, even when our circumstances are difficult. Section 7. Keep walking, keep trusting. So, my friend, keep walking by faith, even when the path ahead is unclear. Keep trusting in God, even when you don't understand His plan. Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, the author and perfecter of your faith. Remember the words of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Don't be discouraged by the storms of life. Instead, let them strengthen your faith, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. Your journey of faith is far from over.